Alright, welcome back everybody. Last time in this murder mystery, somebody died unintentionally. Maybe that's already happened? But yeah, Rose was killed, even though it was meant for Edmund. And I guess like before last time, I talked about how there's always been the right number of names for the number of people, but yep, they suddenly threw it at me that there's more names than there are people, and so I had to figure out exactly who wanted to kill them, and that took quite a bit of effort. It came down to that stewards here. We will unleash one of our stewards. I should have noted that of the 4 letters in here, this is one that had like a name in the middle of it, although that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But okay, so I guess they're called, all the stewards in this brotherhood are called, I guess all the people in the brotherhood are called like something steward or something like that, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, next one. The explosive events in the forest cabin. The explosive events in the forest cabin. And these keep getting like more and more complicated, like considerably. Like I'm kind of hoping we're at a point where it maybe doesn't get too much more complicated than that. Like that's kind of the size of the case. I guess we'll see. Burkham Workhouse. Okay, could this be David Gorin? David Gorin's carriage and horse. I think that's his bag, so I think that could make sense. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker. Put them the other way around. I said swap. There we go. Oakwood Gang. Brawler Robber. Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse. Okay, that's what that says. Brawler has a cart. Okay. Little Billy. Hobbs Gang Burglar enters Burglar enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn. What was the inn called in the other parts? Burglar Picklock. Okay. Wait, picklock? Lockpick. Picklock. Picklock? Is that if somebody uses a lockpick, are they called a picklock? If so, that's curious. A box of confectionery. I thought they were sweets. A bunch of hats. Do any of the hats match the hats in the previous things? Okay, there's not many things to click on in this one. I guess we're going indoors. In fact, there's less clues, so I feel like that is kind of like a maximum size we've reached. Okay, I see a potential body. And there's another room to the right. Okay, let's just click on things as we go. Wait, there's 2 bodies here? Oh no, okay, there's some kind of scarecrow. Okay, it's you. The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. Wait, but that's not you. You've got blonde hair. Or is that you? I mean, your hair could be blonde, I guess. It's like got a little bit of yellow to it at the sides. Okay, but you're not dead. David Gorin. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. From Edmund. Note that I do not want it to be too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. It. Okay. So they're probably trying to get the idol back or something? Because it's been... well, no. Has it been taken from them? No, they've still got it. They tried to kill Edmund, probably... Like, the brother tried to kill Edmund. Maybe they need something in order to use the idol? I could believe that. Okay. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. So, is somebody dead here? One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. Be quick before they bury him. I don't want to dig up that stiff. Okay. Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep going. A key. A loaded pistol. Interesting. A scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Alright, that's a coffin then. You were expecting there to be a body in here. You're trying to take that body away. I think so. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Wait, are you... I recognize you, right? You're one of these two. Yeah, okay. So, Lucia. Lucia, whatever your name was. In fact, let's actually double check that. Lucia Smith. Okay, it's actually a thought on the UI here. So I keep saying how like I keep looking for some other way to close this. I think the thing that makes that feel more like it should be a thing is the fact that it covers up like these buttons. Like the implication of this kind of UI thing is that we're toggling between two equal modes, but actually this mode covers up the screen. This is like an actual like a dialogue box in the sense that it's removing like my access to the menu and settings and things. It's like it's covering the screen. So these aren't equal. So therefore this feels like a thing I should be able to close. Like itself, like it should have a way of closing it that's specific to this to go back to this. So there's like a weird mixing of like this suggesting it's just two modes that I'm flipping between, but then the UI and the way it covers up things suggesting it's like a dialogue box of some sort. Anyway, Lucia Smith, we're here, okay. By the gods, what was that? So maybe an explosion happened in there? I think so. Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. September the 15th, my birthday. 1788. Well, I wasn't alive then, but the infamous gentleman robber, the infamous gentleman robber, so it's a robber who robs gentlemen, I believe, rather than a robber who is a gentleman, Walter Keane, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. Okay, the scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman, who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and new hat, and a new hat in the latest city style. I mean, maybe it is a gentleman robber. The reward for catching Walter Keane has been increased to £100. Okay, so there's a robber. He steals from the rich, maybe. Well, steals from passengers of a coach. Okay. I mean, he also seems to wear the latest stuff, so I don't think this is like a Robin Hood character. Hey, it's you, Little Pip? Was that your name? Little something. Little Pip. Philip, maybe? Go, Coin, go. So the dog's called Coin. Oh gosh. Looks like a fierce dog. I mean, there's nothing else here, right? No. Your hat's flying off. Wait, is that a hat that's like a kind of top hat? Not really a top hat, but yeah, with a little flower on it. Yeah, that's there. Okay, so we're piecing hats together in some way. You. Ah. Oh wait, are you... Oh wait, I've not looked at that. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. This thing... Yeah, you're wearing a mask. And a similar looking coat, maybe? And a similar looking gun. So are you Walter Keane? You could be, you could not be. Okay, a ring with a ruby. Are these all people who are in the Brotherhood or something? Curious. A sword stabbed. A wrapped piece of confectionery. Okay, and the confectionery was in here, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm not piecing it together yet, but I'll go back through. It's fine, it's fine. A loaded pistol. Actually, very similar to yours. In fact, identical. Not sure if that's relevant or if there's just like only so many types of gun. Okay, well, what? Is that an explosion? It looks like an odd kind of explosion, like a pressure wave or something. So they're going in here to steal possibly the idol. So this has been changed. We've got the J still. This is different to both the ones I've seen so far than this. Oh, has somebody set this off to like to trigger by itself? This will be some spell that does whatever's happening. A small weight is tied to the pull down lever at the back of the idol. Yeah. Because presumably what you do is you put in a spell, then you pull the thing. Huh. What are you telling me? Oh, is that broken? I think there's a piece of wood barring this door and it's been broken. So they've broken in, perhaps? Yeah. Okay, it's odd that that's down there, but sure. Or they've sawed through or something like that, because the side of the door is worn as well. It's not like they've just snapped the bar across the door. They've put something through to destroy this. Why is Lucia here? A club, okay. Hello, friend. Lovely teeth you've got there. You. I see all their hats flying around. They're probably relevant. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn, and bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK, okay, the robber. Right, and so the robber has a list of... has a list of... Okay, hold on. Somebody had a... Oh, I still didn't look at that. There was a list of... something, somewhere. What was I thinking of? Oh, it was in this book, yes. This is the henchman, okay. So this is probably the names of the people who are indoors. Has a cart. So that's probably... Yeah, okay. So the cart has come from this person. Because of Burkham Workhouse. Brawler. Enter through chimneys. Is there a chimney here? There probably is above that. And has the door been opened from the... Yeah, okay, so somebody has entered. So how many people do we have? One? Other than the people I know. 1, 2, 3. So seemingly one of the people involved is not here. Or something. I don't think we have any more rooms. This is quite a small one, right? Let's just keep going. Set of lockpicks. Okay, so you're the pick lock. A saw. And a loaded pistol. Finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timber Inn. Bring all your tools. Yeah, okay. So they've been hired to try and steal this. A shard of vase. Curious. Fruit. Real or not? A rotten apple and a green apple. Okay. Odd. Just on the shelf like that. Oh. Somebody hiding in this case. Are you... You are the other person, possibly? Do you have a hat with you? No. Holy moly, what? Vacuum V1. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. Attempted with this input and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Okay, so you try to do a spell that creates a vacuum in a vessel. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. I was just wondering that, like, how much gold is there in seawater? Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea. First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Okay, so you absorb it and then you put it somewhere using 2 different spells. It seems to be J with a dot and J without. I noticed the other ones had dots. Dot, dot. Okay. Unknown effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. Oh, does it make it decay? Interesting, okay. I must ask, because there's the thing about like wanting to collect the body before it's decayed. That's going to be relevant here, right? I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Okay. David was fetching a body, although there's just like a scarecrow inside. Right, but they want one that's not decayed to test the spell on. Who are you and... Oh, EC. Okay, so this is Edmund's book, but this is not Edmund. Right? Unless you've cut your hair. Who knows? Spontaneous combustion. Yes, we've seen this one. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger. I like that we're like understanding how this thing works. How strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed that before it. Freezing, I guess? Right, so they're kind of like opposites. If you add the dot and don't add the dots. But also noting how strongly I press the trigger, so the weight is probably going to I guess it's not necessarily holding it strongly, but it's holding it for a long time. Observation: freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Okay, explosion. Okie dokie. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, okay, red and blue, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for J without a dot input and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform J with a dot input and it will turn red afterwards. Okay, so there's like opposite spells that must be done like one after the other, I guess. Yeah, because it always swaps between them. Curious. Such an odd system. Who are you? I mean, like, what does Edmund's face look like? Just so I can be sure that I'm not looking at... I mean... So, kind of pointy nose, big chin, crease on your forehead, crease there, wiry eyebrows. Not as pointy a nose, but wiry eyebrows, big chin. Huh. Wait, or do you have hair and it's just in the shadow? Oh, in fact, you're wearing EC on your thing as well. Huh. Curious. So are you just Edmund? A loaded pistol. Your arm. Ooh. You've got 2... Oh, nails. Okay. Somebody's name was Nails. You've got a tattoo on your hand, I guess. Okay. Wait, where are the rest of the clues? I'm missing 10 clues. Oh, I still haven't looked at this. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. So this is their secret hideout or something. Mr. David Goran, you're in charge of all security and arms, okay. Also, you've gone somewhere and brought the body here, and there is no body. Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it's presented to me, okay, lovely. Little Pip, as in, to like avoid being poisoned. Little Pip, you're in charge of, I guess after the previous attempted murder, well, murder but hit the wrong person, they've become very cautious. Little Pip, you're in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Okay. Coin. Go, coin, go. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. Interesting. Like, how's this going to tie into anything? Well, okay, so a doubloon is a kind of coin, isn't it? I don't actually quite know what the word means. I think it might be Black Bestia. Do I have to name the dog? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna guess. So these are clearly animals. Both must be fed daily. Oh, the horse. Do we have to name the horse? No. Okay. But it could be. Could be the horse. Oh, okay, now I've got all the clues. Apparently it was all on there. Alright, well that's significantly less stuff to sift through. Maybe it's just harder to piece everything together. Let's have a look at what I've got to do. People's names. Well, we can do some of that for sure. Little Pip. Lucia Smith. You're not dead. In fact, has anybody died here? David Goran. I'm gonna guess this. I don't know what bestia means. Maybe I should look up these words. Is that okay? Okay, I think it's probably fine. Okay. Doubloon. A Spanish gold coin. Okay. Bestia, but then like the reason I'm considering like looking it up is because like is bestia also a coin or something? There's a manufacturer of dog collars, apparently. Bestia just means beast in some language? In a few languages. Curious. So black beast. Okay. Alright, so I think, okay, so Nails, that's you, right? Yeah. So Jack, Nails, I made sure to click the names in the right order. I think that is just Edmund, right? It's pretty much your face. They all have quite distinctive faces. You are Walter Keane. So Walter Keane and his gang. We're coming to this. So who's the last one? I'm looking for... Oh, you had the lockpick on you. No, you didn't. The club. Who had the lockpick? You. Nails. Was that the correct name? Nails. Okay, so there's two clues there. Enters through chimneys. Has a cart. It's got to be Abe, right? So then where's little Billy? Well, I guess we didn't enter through the chimney unless... I was thinking that somebody must have come down and then unlocked the door from the inside. The dog's been let in to attack these burglars. So you've been hit over the head by what? Man's breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Know that I do not want it to be too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. Okay. Because you want to do the decay test on it. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I'll arrange for a cart. Workhouse. Workhouse. So this is... They've set them up. They've set them up. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. So they've told to try and find the location. How would they know about like wanting to provide a corpse? Huh. A scarecrow. So they've put a scarecrow in this coffin. I'm thinking to follow them back. And then they've showed up to try and rob the place, but that doesn't make sense. How would they know to provide a body? You are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Right, so it's a hidden location, so it makes sense that they'd want to try and find it, but how did they know what to do? Brawler. Brawler would have a... Oh, hold on. So there's two brawlers. But yeah, we're pretty sure we've got you, unless you haven't come with them. Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber. Like, the person on the left looks a bit like a brawler. I'd call you a brawler. You've got a club for brawling with. So what spell is this? Okay, so J without a dot, 2 squares, and then that's fastened down. J without a dot, 2 squares. Well, I only have J with a dot, 2 squares. So, does it do the opposite? It increases the amount of air, and so, which is why the thing exploded. But then, who set that up and when, and how long does it take, and etc., etc., etc. Maybe was this inside the vase, and then somehow like moving it made the weight fall or something? 16. I guess it's just the weight of the weight. And it's gone to blue. Okay, hold on. Yes, so it's changed to blue. And when things are blue, you do a dot input. Yeah, okay. So it was a non-dot input. Did the thing. Yeah, okay. So it's going to do the opposite of this. Why did you think this would work? I mean, that sounds like its own spell. You made something disappear. So you're hiding. So you knew they were coming? Or you heard them coming and you hid? I guess maybe you set that up right before they came in just to do this. I don't know if these people are dying. What about the hats? So you've got a hat that's got like 2 bits to it. You've got like a tall, sticky uppy hat. There's like a reason these are here, right? Except none of them are there. How about the flower? Not that one though. Scarecrow's got the hat. Okay, these hats aren't there. Okay, let's go back to this stuff. So, who do I think you are? Oh, ooh. What? Okay, so this is like what the things do. So increase and decrease. Okay, temperature is going to be a thing. So it's always increase and decrease. And it's about like whether there's air or not. Okay. Yeah. Oh, heat. Yeah. Okay, got it. That's cool. So this means increase air, and then the dot is always decrease. Fun stuff. Decrease, increase, air. That one. Which one was the combustion? That one? I think it was. I'm gonna double check though. Combustion. Oh, but that combines 2. So that must be heat, the circle. So what does that mean? Okay, so the circle is heat. Let me go back to the air one actually. So that didn't work with the circle. That would be decrease. heat. But with nothing at the end? I guess there is a blank symbol, okay. So that with the dot and the squares, is that what's currently on the thing? Yes. Oh no, without the dots. So yeah, the increase. Increase air, decrease, yeah, to make the vacuum. Okay. Where does that show up? That was in... Oh, that was in the combustion as well, right? At the end. Where was the gold one? Gold was here. So... decrease gold, increase gold. That makes sense. So I guess the thing always takes the thing into it. So the air is going into the idol and then going back out. That's why it has to alternate between the two. So gold is the like hourglass with the pointy thing. That one. So gold. I just don't know what that one means, I guess. So that shows up in multiple places. So it shows up in... not that. Not that. Not this. That's heat, isn't it? Well, that's heat. Matter. Could it be like... Right, and this is saying how long I've done the freezing beforehand because it's taking the heat energy into the idol. So that's why it matters how long it's been. So this could be like matter, heat, or water or something. And this would be matter something that's like, I don't know, decay. Are you suggesting you have some way, do you have some way to reduce aging or whatever? More advanced organic matter. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Because you can maybe you can make it go both directions. Huh. Yeah, I could believe that. So I think I might have that wrong, and that's heat. And that's matter? Or water? Like, could water make sense? I don't think so. Not exactly. Let's try and fill in some of these things as well, I think. Oh, okay, you. How do I piece that together? You got nasty teeth. Why is the vase relevant? It said it added it to my, like, clues or something, didn't it? I'm not sure. You. I mean, did you come with us or not? Brawler. Did the other room have a chimney? No. So there's something else about this door as well that I'm supposed to like understand. It's showing me this for a reason. What's going on down there? Some curious detail. Who would place their desk in that position? You're hiding in the box. Roll for catching. So yeah, okay, so they just wanted the body. These people followed them to rob them. I don't know why they would have known that they were looking for a body though. That doesn't seem to make much sense to me. The more recent it has died, the better, so we don't want it too decayed. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. Be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up their stiff. Why the hats? Why the hats? That hat is here. None of these other hats have like flowers on them or anything, do they? No. And we probably did come down the chimney because this fire's on. Which would have been difficult. Confectionery. You had some on you, right? Yeah. Like, that feels like my best guess. Oakwood Gang Brawler Robber. But it doesn't feel definite at all. I guess it's never going to be definite, but it doesn't feel even close enough. Maybe filling some of this in will help. I'll look back at those again in a second. Needed a body. A corpse. Along with the compasses, delivered a... They delivered it. Upon entry, suddenly... Okay, so that will be... Clubbing... What's your name? Your name is David Goran. Yep. Okay. Meanwhile, the amount of in a sealed vase, the amount of air increased the amount of air. It's a vase when the two people who came in, one of which is what's your name? Oh, it was Nails, Jack Nails. Jack Nails and the other guy that I don't know entered the room. The vase exploded and killed them both. Okay, so they both died. Dear me. Exploded. Meanwhile, so that will definitely be Edmund Cloudsley. Sure. So along with delivered a coffin. Yeah, so they brought the coffin. So that's the curious thing then. So you requested a coffin or something? I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me the directions. So you got this note from somebody who's saying, we've got a corpse, you need to tell me where your place is. Who did you get that letter from? One of these people, maybe? And they were lying to you, and you fell for the trap. They actually gave you a coffin with a scarecrow in it. And they just wanted to steal the idol instead. Okay. So Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Along with the compasses. So that would be the robber. What's your name? Your name is Walter Keane. That's the one. Walter Keane, along with comforts to the coffin. Upon entering, suddenly clubbed. So it'll be the person I don't know the name of, this one. So the clubbing. How do I mean, it's probably gonna be you. But how do I know that you didn't just provide the cart? I guess it's your cart. You wouldn't just like give it away. I'm gonna have to go with that, I think. It doesn't feel as strong as everything else. I guess I'll know from doing this. Okay. So then I believe you're probably also here. And then also here. There we go, the scroll's been fulfilled. Oh, I haven't actually finished that bit off yet though. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudesley's secret forest... Okay, so you have shaved your head. Secret forest cabin. Gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were soaring through the lock, right, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Did one of them have a saw? Stay and explore. Actually, I think I did see a saw at some point and then didn't put that together with the fact that that was being cut. Yeah, okay, it was a saw. That makes sense. Surprised the door's so damaged. Must have been doing a pretty terrible job of sawing through it. Okay, so finally, what does this mean? Well, I've got very few words left. So back to this stuff. So heat is increase something something, decrease something something. But that also appears in the matter one. Decrease So that's not heat. So the other one's heat. Yep. So that's definitely true. That one's heat. This is something else. I think it must be matter because like the body had matter when it was like spontaneously combusted. The apple has matter. Like they both have water though, so I could believe it would be that as well. But I'm gonna guess matter. There we go. Everything is filled in correctly. A couple of things don't feel quite as strong as they could be, I think. Which makes me wonder, like, am I missing details that make it clearer? I might be, but I don't know. But there we go. That is the Cursed Inheritance complete. See you next time for the next chapter, whatever it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to also have 3. I don't think the game's super long, so like next chapter might be the last one. We'll see. See you then.